Hello and welcome to Weekly Kashmir University Video Digest Quest. First, a look at the highlights. Entrance Exam 2017 commences. Two-day entrepreneurship workshop held at South Campus. NSS ends month-long plantation drive. And South Campus commemorates World Book Day. Now the details with your host Beenish Ali. Entrance examinations 2017 for admission to various courses in the university are underway. Students from all over Kashmir are appearing in these exams for admission to different master's courses. Around 32,000 aspirants are appearing in the examinations, in which the university is trying every ounce to conduct the examination smoothly. In connection to this, the Quest team got in touch with the in-charge Director Admissions and Competitive Examinations, Professor Irshad Ahmed Nauchu, and asked him about the arrangements. He said that everything has been made available on the university website for the ease of the students.
University uploads the center notes on the website as well as provides the student information as to when and where the exam will begin. They can download the admit cards as well as center notes from the university website anywhere, because it's an open access website. And once they bring out the center notes and they take out the printout of these admit cards, they can in turn know exactly where and at which time the exam will be conducted. Plus, we try to also add to that center notes exactly what is the location of those centers which are located in different departments of the university, so that accessibility is easier for the candidates.
Professor Nauchu said that university provides the students with a copy of the answer sheets and the answer key to make sure that the tests stay transparent.
See, transparency is actually documented in the sense that we provide each candidate a copy of the response sheet and upload the key on the same day on the university website. He can himself evaluate or herself evaluate exactly how many questions are correct, how many are wrong, and what could be the net result of that key. Because that transparency is carried by the candidate to his home. Response sheet at his home, key upload on the website, and he can himself or herself check exactly what could be the overall correct, overall wrong, and overall marks in that particular response that he or she has attempted.
He also said that the university is always ready to solve student issues and also encourage them to intimate in case they find any problem.
I will also like to add this one point, that if the candidates are actually having complaints regarding writing their roll numbers improperly or not mentioning the series of the question papers, it is better for them to immediately approach the office of the Director Admissions, so that we can actually add that series of the papers as well as modify whatever the errors in the writing of the roll numbers was. That is mandatory, because once we scan, if the series is not written properly or the roll number is not written properly, we have to then approach the candidates by consulting the form that he has submitted and checking the phone number and try to approach them. Some candidates are approachable, some are not approachable. So it is better for the candidates directly inform us by either coming to the university or informing through email to the concerned authorities as what error has been committed in writing the roll number or the series.
The Quest team also spoke to some of the students who are appearing in the exams.
It was an exam of applied geology for MSc, and I feel quite sensitive, and it was a quite conceptual paper regarding our studies. We have completed all over the things on this very subject. Arrangements were quite good, and I feel freely and enjoying.
The Department of Management Studies at the South Campus organized a two-day All India Conference, Entrepreneurship Opportunities and Challenges in the Contemporary World. The event was held to inform the students about the growing importance of entrepreneurship in the contemporary world. Vice Chancellor Professor Khurshid Iqbal Andrabi applauded the effort of the organizers and said that entrepreneurship is embedded in human nature and one needs to learn to be a successful entrepreneur.
Entrepreneurship technically is blended in our system, in the human system. This is how we are basically taught when we grow up. that you have to behave like this, you have to behave like this. It's a skill basically to market yourself much better than the others. So all of us are actually technically entrepreneurs. That you present yourself in an interview that you are better than the other, regardless of whether we studied the same subjects, we had the same kind of qualifications, we had the same kind of grades in our exams. At the end of the day, who markets himself better or herself better prevails. But then knowing entrepreneurship is not sufficient. It's to be successful entrepreneurship. And for that successful entrepreneurship, we have to cut across the lines of social compulsions. I think over the years with education we have grown considerably. In my times, the only person who was acceptable socially was a doctor and an engineer. And then reasonably well, that means we've gotten educated if we have cut across those boundaries of being socially acceptable as a doctor, as an engineer. And you can see as he read the stats, about 36,000 people graduate as in business administration every year. That means gathering social acceptability much more than ever before.
Director South Campus Dr. Ashfaq Ahmed Zari said that students need to be motivated to become entrepreneurs as job opportunities in the state are less.
We, as universities in the state of Jammu and Kashmir and colleges, we churn out around 36,000 degree holders almost every year. And this is a very, very strong number. And if you compare the degree holder that we are churning out versus the opportunities for their employment, the scenario is very, very pathetic. So we cannot expect governments and the government agencies to employ all the students that we are rolling out from our professional and other degree programs. So there is a very, very strong need for us to create opportunities and motivate our students to take entrepreneurship as their career option.
Head and Dean at the Department of Management Studies from Central University of Kashmir, Professor Abdul Ghani, said that entrepreneurship is a practice rather than a science or an art.
My understanding of this entrepreneurship is that it is not a science. It's of course not a science. It is not an art as well. It is a practice. And I believe it is a means to a lot of end. And that end is in the form of wealth creation, that is in the form of value creation, that is in the form of employment creation, that is in the form of a lot of economic stability. You have already discussed about all these things. And above all, the output, the end of this entrepreneurship is a larger public good.
During the two-day conference, 31 papers were presented by scholars from different universities. The best papers were felicitated during the event. To commemorate the World Arbor Day, National Service Scheme of the University, in collaboration with the Directorate of Landscape Division and Rahim Greens, Srinagar, launched a month-long plantation drive at various campuses of Kashmir University and other schools and colleges. The drive culminated at the Zakura campus of the university. School students were present at the event and planted saplings all over the campus. NSS coordinator Professor Nilofer Khan talked to the students on the occasion and made them aware about various activities of NSS and said that environment is one of the focus areas.
NSS जो आप जानते हैं, इसके अंडर कई काम आते हैं जो सोशल वेलफेयर के लिए होते हैं. वेलफेयर ऑफ योर सोसाइटी, वेलफेयर ऑफ योर फ्रेंड्स, वेलफेयर ऑफ योर स्कूल, वेलफेयर ऑफ योर everything wherever you want to go for making the evolvements for having the welfare, you can put it under this domain. ठीक है ना. तो इसी के तहत हमारे कई प्रोग्राम्स आते हैं एनएसएस में और हम करते रहते हैं. सिर्फ हम ये प्रोग्राम श्रीनगर सिटी में ही नहीं करते हैं बच्चों, हम श्रीनगर सिटी से आगे भी चले जाते हैं, बॉर्डर एरियाज़ पे चले जाते हैं, हम दूसरे डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स में चले जाते हैं.
The Quest team also spoke to the event coordinator and NSS program officer and producer EMMRC, Mr. Tariq Abdullah. He spoke about environmental concerns and the benefits of the month-long drive.
Keeping the past practices alive, NSS University of Kashmir, in collaboration with University Landscape Development Division and Rahim Greens, this year we have also started a plantation drive in the different campuses of our university. In this regard, we have already planted 1,000 saplings in South Campus, 1,000 saplings in North Campus, and in collaboration with Government College for Women Nawakadal, we have also adopted a village in Sangam area where we have planted 700 saplings this year. In this regard, today we are here at Zakura campus where we are planting this newly developing campus, and we have also called the Legions, a school in the vicinity. The children of that school will participate with us in this noble mission. The aim behind this plantation drive is to sensitize new generation for their posterity, because we owe a lot to this mother nature, and it is our moral responsibility that we should contribute to our little extent whatever we can do so far as greenery is concerned. University of Kashmir is taking this responsibility every year, and with all humility we can say that we have been the part of this Green Kashmir movement.
Vice Chancellor Professor Khurshid Iqbal Andrabi also visited the campus and interacted with the students. He also planted saplings along with the children. Dean and Head Law Faculty Professor Muhammad Hussain and Director Zakura Campus Professor Arif Ahmed also took part in the drive by planting saplings. The University of Kashmir's South Campus celebrated World Book and Copyright Day with the theme Books Build Bridges. The event was held to encourage students to use libraries. University librarian Dr. Abdul Majid Baba said that readers should be aware of what they are reading.
The main objective of today's event is how to keep the aware readers community about the various resources, whether in print form or in electronic form. With the advent of ICT, information communication technology, I often say that definition of reading and the teaching has been changed. We should not take reading as by reading the printed or traditional book. With the advent of the IT, if you read traditional or printed book, or if you read on the screen, on the mobile, it is a reading.
Director South Campus Dr. Ashfaq Zari said that the trend of reading books is diminishing and urged the students to use libraries for their intellectual purposes.
Kindly इन libraries का use करिए. जब तक आप इसका इस्तेमाल नहीं करते, ये सारी buildings, ये human resource, ये event, इन लोगों की जो मेहनत है श्रीनगर से यहाँ तक ट्रैवल करके आना, इस सब का कोई मानी नहीं. आज हम लोग इसीलिए जमा हुए हैं कि आज हम सारे लोग लाइब्रेरी का इस्तेमाल जो है उसके लिए एक इरादा करें, अपनी लाइब्रेरी को देखें, जानें, और जो कमियां हैं, जो इश्यूज हैं आपके, उसके लिए हम लोग बाबा साहब को मैंने स्पेशली पर्सनली फ़ोन करके इसीलिए रिक्वेस्ट की कि आप आइए. हम हमारे बच्चों को मेन लाइब्रेरी में, हमें पता तो है कि वी हैव एक्सेस टू एन नंबर ऑफ थिंग्स, बट हमारे बच्चों को एक्सेस प्रोवाइड होने में देयर आर सम बॉटलनेक्स, तो वो सारी चीज़ें इन ड्यू कोर्स वी विल हैव एड्रेस्ड.
Senior Assistant Professor, Department of Library and Information Science, Dr. Sumeer Gul also presented his paper. An exhibition of the books available in the South Campus Library was also held on the occasion to encourage the students to use them. The students and scholars who make optimum use of the library were felicitated at the event. South Campus Library in charge, Ms. Homa, proposed the vote of thanks.
I feel honored and privileged to get an opportunity to extend a vote of thanks to all those who have contributed in one way or the other to make this event a success. I, on behalf of the Director South Campus and entire fraternity of South Campus, University of Kashmir, and on my own behalf, convey deep regards and hearty thanks to our guests, participants, for being with us on this occasion.
With this, we come to the end of today's program. In case you have missed some part of the program, you can log on to emmrckashmir.com where you can watch the whole episode. Send us your suggestions at our email address quest@emmrckashmir.com. Before I take your leave, here are a few words of wisdom. You will never win if you never begin.